been a busy start to the week already, but that's normal and that's a positive thing. The main thing, it's a journey. For us, it's not about rushing to things. It's about continuing to take more steps forward than backwards. We have a very clear strategy and clear plan. I think the positive thing for us as well is that we're trading into a positive market. It's delivering a really solid addressable market for us, and the largest driver for that is Expo 2020 is creating opportunities both on the Expo site but also throughout the UAE and the region. How does it feel? I guess I would love to be able to take the credit, but the reality is that construction is a team sport. So I've been lucky enough to be able to onboard people in the team. We've all worked together, very focused on achieving results and creating a culture of accountability, a culture of performance is what it takes, is what's required, and certainly both Depa and Arabtec teams have stepped up to that. So it's an honour, or it's humbling being called that, and I much prefer it than a Lifetime Achievement Award, which made me feel old. So come back, kids, all right. Firstly, it's not difficult to win work. What is hard is actually delivering work and making a cashback profit. So growth for growth's sake, is a mistake that many companies have made, through their life. And I think to grow a business focusing on your core competencies, whether that's geographic market or whether it's a sector, that's what's required. So when we first looked at Arabtec, and the same was the case with Depa, we had scattered ourselves too thin. When you do that, you lose span of control. We're a people industry, so we need to have people that we can trust, that people deliver in accordance with the company's values, meets the company's expectations, as well as the expectations of our customers and clients. So the first thing we did was to regroup around our core competencies and core geographic markets, and regroup around the clients that we know that we can deliver for. So it's all pretty basic things that we did, but what my chairman said 2 years ago was correct. That was my mandate, is to refocus the business on its core competencies in its core markets and deliver a long-term sustainable profit. That's what we're working on. I think it's a matter of understanding truly what our value proposition is as a business. So what is it that we're good at? We don't need to do everything. So first of all, it comes down to what is the addressable market ahead of us. So we do a lot of work studying the market to see what the opportunities are, what are we expecting to be tendering in the future. Then we've got to get the right people in to be able to deliver against the opportunities that are there. The other thing that we need to do is just have basic plans. So, most of us are engineers, so we like following instructions, we like following a path, we like having plans and specifications. So we sit there and we set down very clear targets in regard to what jobs we need to win, what percentage rate we need to get from our success rate in tendering, to make sure that we win work and we have the people ready to go on to those jobs. So it's a matter of just planning, focus, and the key to it all in the end is people. So you mentioned Effico. Gavin has been in the region for a long time, who's the MD of Effico. Gavin used to be a subcontractor for me almost a decade ago. So it's a very small industry, we all know each other. I've brought into both Arabtec and Depa a huge number of staff. Many of us have worked together for over a quarter of a century. Every time one of those people comes in, they bring 5 or 10 of their people in their team. So we have a team of people that we're used to working together, we trust, we understand the skills that they have, and most importantly, all of them are contractors. We are very much focused on what we can do, what we've done in the past. I look back at both Arabtec and Depa's legacy. You look at a job like the Burj Khalifa that both companies were involved with. That's an amazing project. It's not just here in Dubai or here in the UAE, but globally it's recognised as just an iconic piece of infrastructure. We had a significant role to play in building that, and many of the people that were there are still within both of the companies. The key is people in our industry and mobilising and empowering those people, and then holding them to account. A lot of people think accountability is a bad thing. It's not. It's an empowering thing. If you know what's expected of you, you give people the tools and the training and the ability and the team to, to be accountable and deliver. People can do incredible things, and that's what's happened. We've turned it around quickly by really giving people clear direction, clear accountability, and making people responsible for their actions. I think so where do we focus and why do we focus on markets? So we're not the company or the entity that determines where our opportunities come from. It comes from governments and it comes from private investors who are developing, spending money on infrastructure. So right now in the UAE, we have more opportunities to tender and to win than we require to meet our growth expectations. So we currently in the UAE have about 6% market share. Quite optimistic longer term on Saudi. I'm watching with great interest what happened last year and the new vision of the leaders or the leader in Saudi, and I'm very optimistic on their plans for 2030. So if you look at the circumstances behind Meydan, it's been a long outstanding receivable and issue for Arabtec, and Arabtec will continue to pursue our fair entitlement. So the job, it is in arbitration, and we are pursuing our rights towards the receivables that we have at Meydan.
Okay, so you haven't really ended it at the moment yet?
Absolutely have not ended it. What we're seeing now is a trend which is what exists in most other countries in the world, where the whole concept of a turnkey approach, my view, is the way to go, because at the moment, the market here tends to build a piece of infrastructure, and then later on the next phase comes in with maybe doing the fit out and maybe doing other pieces of infrastructure around it. The need to do turnkey solutions is important because it gets the asset to the end user much faster than doing it in like a relay race. We have visibility of a really good market at the moment, and we will tender for work. Hopefully we win our share, 20% of the tenders that are there, and if we do, we'll focus just on delivering those jobs. Dubai, the UAE, continue to be a safe, secure regional hub. People are still coming here, whether it's tourism, whether it's to work, to set up, establish a business. So we're optimistic at the moment of the future.